This podcast holds nothing sacred. This is Life, Tech, and Sundry. And what is Sundry? It's our experiences put in a melting pot to the internet. So join us on this wild ride called the LTS Podcast. Follow us at LT Sundry on Twitter, LTS.pod on Instagram, Life, Tech, and Sundry on YouTube, and all your favorite podcast distribution services. Stay frosty.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this episode of LTS Out of Office, the first of 2026. We made it, folks. Thank you for joining me on this solo episode. So, as a solo episode, I'm thinking I want to talk about something personal. The car, the family car, if you will. So, let me slide in. Welcome back, dear listener. Out of Office episode. Today's LTS Out of Office episode is about a problem that literally hits home. This week, my dad and I were talking about our car's suspension, the front end specifically, and that made us think about the rear suspension. I'm talking about our 2018 RAV4. If you live anywhere in the northeast of the United States, you already know. You know the story. The snow falls, the salt goes down, and the city shovels come through and tear the asphalt into a lunar landscape. And now, after years of being loyal, by the way, didn't buy the RAV4 2018 brand new. No, did not. Bought it used with under 20,000 miles on it. Still a pretty good deal. Had to trade in a family 2011. Yeah, I think 2011 Honda CRV for it. Beautiful. Best trade, if you will. Our suspension has just finally given us the white flag. We can feel it while it's on the road. Just doesn't feel right. Check the speedometer on it or the miles on it, and it has over 90,000 miles. So it's been with us for 3 years, if you will, maybe 4, and it's been loyal to us, keeping it up to date with the oil changes, the transmission checkups, all those things. No issues to report. So why not give it a new feel? The suspension is what, like the insoles of the shoe, if you will. After a couple of years, wouldn't you want to get a new set of insoles? I know I have, specifically with my boots. Anyway, so we spent a couple days talking about what's good out there, and it turned into a 4-sided story of modern car ownership. Do you stay safe? Do you go cheap? Or do you lean into the digital blacksmith dream? Here's a quick guide to the 2026 suspension landscape. Just so you know, dear listener, this is specifically for the 2018 RAV4 SUV, crossover SUV. Anyways, so let's go with I made a couple notes here, so let's go with it. Mind you, this is just to survive potholes, a little bit of off-roading and all those things that we do for our daily commuter from the city to the edges over here in where we live. And of course, for the vehicle to feel better while it's going on through potholes. So, starting with the factory baseline, also known as OEMs. Why not just get a new one, right? Straight from the factory. Basically, it's the safe bet. Dad recommended this route to maintain our RAV4's original engineering, the engineering integrity, if you will, and comfort that it came straight from the factory with, which is still pretty good. Now, how much would this cost in 2026 to be exact? For the whole project, allegedly, what I've been doing research online, it would cost on the low end, ideally, $850 all the way up to $1,050 installed. Irrelevant of location across the United States, this is just MSRP, because there's also taxes and all those things you gotta worry about. So locations may vary, but in general, It could be around $850 all the way to $1,050. The components, obviously, the Toyota front struts, approximately $150. Rear shocks, approximately $70. Approximately, mind you. If you want to do it on your own and you can get the OEM factory parts, well, do it. You can get them. And you got time? Go ahead. Now, what happens with the value and the warranty? It retains the best, if you will, for the maximum resale value. If you're into it, none of that comes to mind for me right now. And a clean dealership recognized service history. Attention. Toyota service centers do not cover side effects of aftermarket modifications. So, staying with the OEM keeps your factory support fully protected. Bulletproof, if you will. But while Dad is over here likes the safety of the factory line, sometimes the family budget asks for a different kind of relief. Let's look into what leads me to the online fix. That leads us to a quick fix, if you will. Starting with the aftermarket gamble. Even though there's been a lot of marketing from eBay, it's still a gamble. Amazon, definitely a gamble. So, what does it do? It's a wallet saver. The wallet saver, actually. Perfect for a quick fix, low cost, to stop the clunking and get it over with and run back onto the road and do your life, if you will. For the pricing right now in 2026, both on eBay and on Amazon, I want to trust other websites that say that they're good, but like it or not, those are the top two that I always do research on. You can find better deals elsewhere. The choice is yours. So for the parts, just the parts, not the installation, it's approximately $130 all the way to $300 for a complete four-corner kit, if you will. Now, the value impact. Big potential loss. Saving money now might cost you later. Buyers often see quote-unquote upgraded parts are deferred maintenance, which means it can be of a lower resale value whenever you want to sell it. Even though, let's say you get the perfect online buy from Amazon or from eBay, it's still not up to snuff to the dealership or wherever you want to trade it in, so it's a potential loss. Your wallet saves, but you can spend more money later on in the future because, again, the shocks wore out in less time than the factory ones, so it's a gamble. And again, if you get a Goldilocks, that unicorn of suspension system that you bought online, they still, when it's getting appraised, if you will, to resell it, or they'll find that as a nick as a black mark to reduce the value of your car. The components, if you will. Usually a complete strut assembly, front and rear, from budget-focused brands. So I'm not even going to give you brands from Amazon or eBay. I'm only going to tell you that I looked in Amazon and eBay. That's it. If you're willing to spend a bit more to actually improve how the car feels without turning your garage or going to a lab, if you will, there's a sweet spot. I call this the gold standard, if you will. Obviously, the gold standard would be, the default, the mid would be the factory default. And ironically, that's still pretty good. But I'm going beyond, if you will, to go further beyond. There's 3 tiers: copper, or bronze, silver, and gold. Cool. Okay, so this is the performance tier: gold and silver, bronze, silver, and gold. Starting with the top tier, gold, Bilstein B6 performance set. What's the T on this? It's a high pressure monotube design that eliminates that feeling of floating and increases the desirability for enthusiasts buyers, if you will. Like it's a very popular product for the Toyota RAV. What's the price right now for that model, the 2018 Toyota RAV4? What's the 2026 pricing online for them? Because they have a website, by the way. Turns out it's over $500 per piece, or up to $750, just the hardware. both front shocks or front suspension and rear suspension. The installation, you gotta find someone for that. The silver, if you will, the silver runner-up. KYB XLG. Ironically, this is the OEM Plus. It restores the original handling with a slightly firmer feel and more of a controlled feel, if you will. This item comes around $350 to $500 just to buy the hardware. None of these will be the installation like the OEM part, because you go to any dealership for a Toyota Center wherever you live and they can install it. You just have to pay the price there. Versus these guys, you have to find specialized locations where you can do car mods. Now, the bronze, the runner-up, if you will. This one's known as the Monroe OE Spectra. This one is focused entirely on a plush, comfortable. Why not just go with the OEM? This one's a little bit higher than that comfortable floaty feeling of it being more smooth while you're driving in the city. To get that noise out of the road, because even though the suspension on the RAV4 2018 model is very good, this one eats up more of the clutter, the chatter of the road, so it feels even better than the factory. What's the price for 2026? $300 all the way up to $400. Pretty good, right? Just the hardware, not the installation, remember. Now, what's the value impact for all these? Well, what's the verdict? For the gold standard, and the silver at least, it typically retains or slightly enhances the value to the buyers who prioritize handling. The bronze, the Monroe specifically, it maintains the value of the factory because it's just a little bit more as a quality standard replacement, but it lacks in that upgrade appeal for buyers, if you will. If you know, you know. Now, for the tech obsessed, like me, for the LTS community, who want to ignore potholes completely, even if it means a weekend of 3D scanning, we move into the realm of custom forging. The digital blacksmith, aka Fox Shocks. There's this company that's known in Baja California racing as Fox Shocks Suspension that prioritizes in just eating up the bad road. So I thought, mind you, this is a perfect branding for that came to mind. Fox Shocks, Chef's Kiss. And what else? Let's see, what else comes to mind? Oh yeah, the Fox Shocks, right? What do you have to do in order to get that? Is there any for the 2018 RAV4? Well, sad sound effects, sad noises. No, there isn't. What do you have to do? You have to scan it. There has to be a custom engineering dream, right? Fox doesn't make a direct hit for the RAV4. So we have to bridge the gap with 3D scanning and CAD modeling, adapters, if you will. What's the material going to be made out of? Stainless steel, titanium. That's not going to be cheap. So what's the 2026 pricing for it? In total, not the installation, just the total, allegedly around $3,500 through $5,000, which includes $600 to $2,000 in professional engineering for the scans and the tailoring, if you will, of the struts for the kit to install the Fox Shocks kits. What's the edge that 3D modeling gives? Well, it uses laser metrology, which gives you a 0.05 millimeter or less than a quarter inch, less than a tenth of an inch of precision to mount professional Fox 2.0 shocks. Now, what's the verdict when you want to resell this, if you want to resell this, because these would be a dream? Well, it creates a shift. It creates one-of-a-kind vehicle for a niche buyer. Even though dealerships may view the custom modification as a liability, even though you laser scanned that thing and made it fit like a glove, it's still for them. They'd find a way to give you a black mark and bring the price down, so they'd see it as a liability, requiring specialized care. Mind you, stainless steel and titanium, that's gonna last you longer than the frame. Because I was watching some YouTube videos about the 2018 RAV4 back in 2019. The video came out in 2019. Mind you, a lot of the parts down there have hard plastic, weatherproof plastic, all the covers. You have to make accommodations for that, so that titanium would stand out like nobody's business in there. So, what's the deal? What's the verdict? Dad is already reaching for the phone to call the Toyota Center to install the market. Or should we just buy the OEM parts and bolt it ourselves? It'll take us time. So imagine we're not gonna put in throw hands to install or to uninstall these struts, shocks, the suspension, if you will. We're gonna send it to a mechanic, if you will. What are we gonna do? Are we gonna go to the Toyota Center, which is up to snuff for retaining value, retaining its famous suspension? What if it's lacking? Mind you, with the shifting weather, specifically in the cold, as of today, January 19th, 2026, the temperature is, let's see, what's the temperature? Locally it is 30 degrees, right? And it feels in the teens or up in the 20s. 20 degrees to be exact with the wind chill factor. Tomorrow, allegedly gonna get even colder. Well, those temperatures and the salt on the road is gonna chew up the quality of that suspension gear. So when I go for the gold standard, right, I gotta find a mechanic shop that does that provides that service, and the pricing doesn't look bad, right? What would you do? Would you do a custom 3D scan, or would you go to Amazon? For me, I'm feeling that Belstein numbers, if you will, it's calling to me. But wait, so what Dad said basically is that the factory swap is, we should aim for the factory swap. He's all, if you say, about that value retention. But I'm still in those Belstein numbers, the infamous, the quality. And I'm also thinking a little bit of that, how much, if you will, flatter it'll feel, more controlled when going over these potholes, because the more time goes, the more roads are used and the more potholes. Even though the city's working on it, even when they install fresh pavement, it still bumps like little mountains. They just want to go and finish it fast to make it. I feel like they want to go fast to fix it and for more potholes to be made, which is just the effects of city life, of active place, right? But I just still want a smooth ride. So, do I want this much flatter, or to feel more smoother when turning corners to run for groceries or go to work or go off-road whenever I want to go to anywhere with the family? Whether you go safe or you choose to do a custom job, the most important thing is that you make, or that I make a call at all, if you will. May that be for the family ride or just to have fun. But remember, the more you modify, the more you become your own warranty department, if you will. Catch you in the next episode of LTS Out of Office. And remember, ride long, ride smooth, and have a good time. You know where to find me. You know where to click the links if you like this episode. Chat to you next time. Stay frosty.